Meet Sarah, the cat's mom. She's 32, single, living in a single apartment with her beloved tabby cat, Muffin, who she calls her fur baby. Sarah works from home as a graphic designer, which means Muffin gets a VIP treatment. Homemade treats, custom-built cat tree by the window, even her own Instagram account with over 2,000 followers. On weekends, you'll find Sarah browsing the local pet shop, chatting with other pet owners about the best organic food brand. And yes, there is always a lint roller in her purse. Her phone's lock screen, Muffin, napping on a sunbeam. Of course. Now, if you're a pet shop or a vet clinic, you've met Sarah before, because people like Sarah, they're everywhere. There are people like cat moms and dads, car guys, we all know those. They know all about RPMs, torque, and they dream of doing burnouts in parking lot. The folks who doom scroll real estate listings and trying to find a perfect one in that area. And there are more recent ones like Crypto Bro, the finance guys turned NFT collectors, always ready to pitch their next big blockchain revolution. See what I mean? These are all stereotypes. They capture shared behaviors, habits, and mindsets that pop up again and again in a certain demographic. And once we spot them, we name them. Now, companies do this too. When they notice a chunk of their audience sharing the same behaviors, habits, and motivations, they group them and they create what we call avatars. So why do companies do this? There are a couple of big reasons. First of all, let's imagine we're a pet shop. The first big reason why customer personas are important, because we know we have relevant product for customers like Sarah. Instead of offering something like generic cat food, we understand what Sarah wants, and we know that having something like organic, premium, indoor cat formula designed specifically for cats like Muffin, with benefits like hairball control and organic ingredients, compared to our generic, all life stages cat foods, the first option would resonate much more with Sarah, because it feels like it was made for her, while the generic food misses the mark completely. Which one do you think Sarah would choose? Second one, we understand how Sarah spends time. In the evening, Sarah is probably relaxing on her phone, listening through Instagram, looking through stories. So we know that this is a good time for posting stories on our Instagram profile. And the third big reason is the messaging itself. Instead of saying something like, buy our premium cat food, we can say something like, ordinary isn't an option for your fur baby. Marketing without avatar is like shouting into a crowd. Some might hear, but most won't care. With Sarah, the cat mom, as the avatar in mind, pet shops can actually have efforts that connect emotionally with their customers. Okay, so how do I build a customer persona for my business? There are 5 key things every avatar has. The first thing is their background. These are like the basic details, like age, location, their education, income level, stuff like that. This defines who our customer is. The psychographics is the second big thing. What are their drives? This gives us insight in what their interests are, what their values, what is their personality like. This explains why they do what they do. The third thing is, what are their challenges? The specific problems or frustration our customer face. This shows us what they need help with. Fourth thing is, what are their goals and aspirations? What the customer wants to achieve or improve with their life. And final thing is their buying behavior, how they make decisions, what influences them. What are their preferred shopping channels, messaging channels, where they spend time. This guides how to approach them and how to sell to them. Now, let's look at Sarah as our example for a customer persona. Sarah Smith is a cat mom, age 32, occupation graphic designer, a location downtown New York. She has a tabby cat named Muffin. Sarah is a devoted cat mom. She loves organic pet products, spoiling Muffin with treats. She works from home, shops locally on weekends, and spends a lot of time online, especially on Instagram, where she runs Muffin's account with over 2,000 followers. Her biggest challenge is that she is busy. She wants convenience but won't compromise on quality. What motivates Sarah? Making sure Muffin lives her absolute best life. So, in short, Sarah is the type of customer who will always choose the premium care for her furry best friend. All right, so how do you actually build a customer persona like Sarah from scratch? Let's build our customer persona in 3 steps. First one, collect the data. The best source of inspiration for building avatar is your existing data. If you run a business, you already have data. Just think back to your previous interactions with your customer. Who are they? What drives them? What are their interests? What is their personality like? What problems are they facing? What is their goal? What do they want to achieve? And lastly, where do they spend time and how do they spend it? Where do they buy their products? Just think back. Now, if you don't have a database yet, it's completely fine. There are a couple of really good alternatives that businesses that also have an internal database should also look into. First one is the customer reviews. Go to Amazon, go to Reddit, and look at the feedback on the products of your competitors' offerings and uncover pain points, desires, and specific language customers use. And last, if you have an existing customer base that you want to test and see what customer personas they actually belong to, you can send them surveys, questionnaires, ask them questions, interact with them. You'll see that it is not so hard to find out which customer personas you have in your current audience groups. After you have collected customer data, then we analyze. We look at the patterns. Take a note of most common interests, demographics, ages, location. You'll notice that most of the data is kind of repeating itself, and that this data that repeats itself is actually showing you the customer personas inside your audiences. Now, you have uncovered avatar or a customer persona. Now, let me show you something interesting. We've done all of the steps manually. We've built an AI automation that does all of this automatically. It mimics the exact process that we just walked through. It collects real customer insight from across the web, Reddit thread, fora discussion, product review, comments on social media, identifying pain points, mapping out motivations, and uses AI to generate detailed customer persona. In other words, it saves us all of the manual labor that we just did and creates customer personas for us. And we've made this AI automation publicly available, so you can use it. Head over to the first link in our description and use it now. So, we've created our customer persona with all of the motivations, demographics, goals and motivations, pain points and challenges, buying behaviors and preferences. What do we do with customer persona? Now, let's say we created a product, it's a premium cat food subscription, and we want to promote it to Sarah. Let's head over to our favorite AI. Here's our prompt. Generate a personalized email for Sarah the cat mom. Attached, our product is premium cat food subscription with focus on convenience and nutrition. Let's have a friendly pet-oriented tone. Include just subject line, body copy, and have a call to action. If, for example, our avatar has a favorite Instagram page, brand, person that they look up to, like for example, there's a specific style that I love. It's sarcastic, it's humorous, it's from the brand that is creating phone cases, which is called Engram, and they have absolutely one of the best copywriting on the market. Why am I saying this? Well, because you can actually rely on your AI to know about certain styles. For example, they know about the brand and they can use their style to write emails. So let's just try it out and use the style and tone of the brand in our messaging. Let's give it a second. Okay, so the subject line, because ordinary is for basic cats. So, hey Sarah, tired of eating, muffing the same bland, generic kibble that leaves her taste buds snoozing? It's time to level up her dining experience. Her premium, organic, grain-free cat food subscription isn't just another meal plan, it's a revolution in a cat cuisine. It's really interesting. It has a call to action, it's engaging, it's personalized to Sarah, and it's relevant. It's really important to use customer personas to understand your audience and to connect with your audience to make the experience meaningful to them and to create a brand that actually connects with people. If you got something useful out of this video, consider subscribing to our channel. This is the first experiment we have inside our new project called Engram Lab. We're creating experiments and sharing products that we create that are supplementing what we teach. My name is Luca. I'm the founder of Engram Media. If you want to learn how to build AI automations that we use, head over to aiautomation.cc. And that's it. See you in the next one.